89U, yeah, I love that. 89U WNYU FM with the Oysters out of Boston. Tell me, Pontiac Brothers before that, She Knows It. It's 4:51 on the New Afternoon Show. Tonight is, once again, the 10th anniversary of the Dead Boys. Div and Cheater with us in the studio. What's up?
The end of the 10th anniversary.
The second annual 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Just how many 10th anniversaries have you had by now?
Two now.
How many are we going to have, you want to know? That's the
And
question.
So can we look forward to something like this again next year?
Sooner.
Yeah, sooner.
All 5 original Dead Boys?
All
Oh, yeah.
five.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Got a new road crew, though. So.
what happened to the Lords? It's history?
Oh, no. I'm going back end of November to do a tour with the Lords. We're starting off in London, then we play France, Italy, Germany, and Switzerland up till mid-December. Then I come back here. And then we start the Dead Boys stuff. So I'm doing 2 bands.
Okay, so
Plus, I'm doing a solo album as soon as Greg Shaw gets out of jail. I didn't tell you about that.
No.
Last night, you know
What-
Greg Shaw from Bomb
Because
Crackers?
I was speaking.
He was fighting with his girlfriend, and he pulled a knife on her, and some people saw it, called the cops, and the cops asked her if she should press charges, and she went up to consult her Eiching, and come back and says, yeah, press charges. I mean, only in L.A. You don't consult
Is
a
that
lawyer,
Susie?
you consult your Eiching.
Susie, no.
No, Lori, she used to play bass with the Orchids and the Runaways.
wait, did you ever get into a fight with a girl and pull a knife on her?
No, that was my territory.
Wait a minute, some girl said it. I took her to bed once, pulled a knife. Who was that?
Barb Kitson.
No. Did I? Oh, we were playing werewolf out in the woods in Boston, outside Boston. I remember
Still
that.
got stiff
Yeah.
carved in her tits.
Wait, so what happened?
What? I carved my name in her chest.
He did.
Oh, yeah?
He did.
Is it still there?
I don't
I
believe
guess.
this
I
for a
haven't,
minute.
I haven't seen her boobs lately, but it's right
It's
here.
such a ridiculous hype.
Figures, you can hear all over the
That's
place.
true,
Go
I
on.
remember that.
So how's everybody out there doing anyway?
Yeah, we want you all to call in and let us know how you're
It's like
doing.
this. Call right now.
Hey, we're going to have some tickets in for the 10th anniversary of the Dead Boy Show in a few minutes. We're going to listen to this tape. You say you found this tape.
I just discovered it. It was Mark Quadrophenia, so I was going to erase it, and I played a bit of it, and it's the original mix of Young, Loud, and Snotty before they decided to turn it into an album. It's much better, lighter guitars.
89U WNYU FM. The Dead Boys, the original mix of Sonic Reducer. You were talking before about when you're making the album.
Right, Peter Frampton was in the main studio, Electric Lady, and we were in the back one, and he got scared first time he saw us.
Because I growled at him.
Cheetah growled at him. So he wouldn't come into the studios after that. And the sound you heard on the drums was a new sound at the time. Frampton paid about almost $500,000 for that machine he got from Germany. And probably about 30,000, but it sounds better when you say $500,000. But he wanted to be the first with that sound on his recording, so when we were mixing, we broke into his studio and borrowed it for a little while, and we were first out with it.
We still,
So thanks,
we
Peter.
still have the sound. Yeah, Pete, you're still a wimp, probably. I love that hairdo.
Did you do a lot of, like, say, breaking into studios, you know,
Cars,
mischief on the road?
stores.
On the beginning,
We were real thieves.
Johnny Blitz used to make a living from stealing Cadillacs and burning down places for
Yeah.
insurance, and that's how we used to be able to afford to come up to New York from Cleveland, because we'd get paid about $5 a night,
Yeah, nice.
CBGBs. So to come up, since none of us had a car, Johnny used to steal Cadillac or something. We drive up in that, the U-Haul trailer,
I used to work.
siphon gas all the way up.
I used to work at a department store. Remember, I used to ship leather coats to myself, and radios and
right.
stuff. Remember that?
Yeah, I forgot
I
about
used to
that.
ship out leather coats and radios to Steve's house, and then we'd sell them.
What are the other Dead Boys up to now? I know Cheetah doesn't
About
want to talk
5'10",
about his day job.
5'10", about 5'10" each, except for Blitz. He's about 4'11", 4'12".
Yeah, I'm
No,
telling you.
they're doing nothing really. They're just hanging out.
And it's the whole band going to move to New York to do these.
We're going to be recording a new record soon, and also going out on tour.
He's back.
Reunited, and we're going to the Midwest to record. We found this good studio outside Youngstown, Ohio, and this company called Scream Records is going to finance the records, and we're going to license it out to some majors and over to Europe. I think we're going to have an EP out to put some stuff out, some new songs before the tour.
So people don't get bored with us.
We're talking about all new Dead Boys songs.
Right.
Yes.
Now you see there are bands like Kansas, like Boston, like Alice Cooper. All these bands are making comebacks. So are you guys just kind of jumping onto this rock and roll comeback trail?
Well, you
Yeah.
got to remember,
I mean, you see it everywhere.
we've always jumped on every bandwagon we
old
could
band
find.
from the
So, yeah.
70s has come back and done a new album.
well, we started last year with this idea, and It wasn't that as much as it just took a bit of time for us to get over the first breakup. We organized the
Well, what
first
happened
breakup.
when the Dead Boys first broke up?
Want us to
What do you
tune
mean
in.
Blitz got stabbed? What happened?
Oh,
Remember?
it
You got
was a
stabbed
Blitz
5
benefit.
times. Yeah, it was one of the biggest things in New York at the
He was a
time.
minute away from dying. He had 150
dead.
stitches in his
He was dead.
chest from a street fight in New York over on 5th. He almost died, so about 30 bands got together on a weekend and played CBGBs like Blondie, Talking Heads, Ramones, Dictators. There's tons of them.
John Belushi.
Yeah, and we got the money for pay for his hospital in his defense fund. So when Johnny got better, we sort of staged it because our record company sort of just says the contract's over, but they didn't tell us till we were halfway through America. We're in the middle of a tour, and after Johnny Blitz got stabbed, they were getting pretty scared of the band. We went out on tour to promote the second album, and between our fans and what we were doing on the road, the record company just had enough of it and took our equipment off us. They woke me up with a phone call and said, your equipment's already been driven back to New York, and we're going to fly everybody to separate cities, and you'll hear from us. So they broke the band up, sort of. Though we were still under contract to them, they owned the name for another 4 years. And our manager also cut off all our money. So to get out of it, me and Sheeta went to the West Coast, and we pretended we were broken up for about a year, deciding to get back after we got out of the contracts. So the record company and manager finally said, we'll give you, or let you out of our contracts, the 5-year contract, with no money involved. And if you do one last album, so we did that live album, and that's what that was about. And so we decided to get back together again, but too much that happened in between that we just sort of went separate ways till now.
No, actually, it's almost the same thing that happened with the Lords, because when you guys stopped working
Don't
for IRS.
blow the game plan.
Wait, what?
Don't blow the game plan. Miles thinks we're
The
breaking
walls
up.
have ears there, John.
You got me back for last year.
Really? Yeah.
Okay, Cheetah, you've been doing some recordings. We have a
Yes.
tape here. What is this?
This is from a band I was in called the Broken Angels up in Connecticut. And,
What happened to them?
Well, I
They
split them
broke
up.
up.
Yeah, I split them up when we came to do this, to do some gigs last year. And then I moved to Boston, and I've been up there and playing
Is that
with
where the
John.
Red Sox are from?
Oh, yeah. Real popular guys in their hometown this week, I'll tell you. Anyway, they're in the Loser Protection program now. And anyway, this is a song called All the Way Down that we're hopefully going to re-record with the Dead Boys. This was done on a 4-track machine that's quite good.
Who else plays on
Nobody you ever heard of.
it? Okay, this is Cheetah Chrome in the New Afternoon Show, WNYU FM. Cheetah Chrome.
You got to talk to me because Steve's on the phone.
Who's Stiv on the phone with her?
Martha. You got Martha on the phone.
Okay, I guess that's gonna bring the question. There were rumors around that you were gonna get married to Martha Quinn. What's happening? Romance, dirt, gossip.
It's all yours.
No truth to the rumor.
Okay, I guess there are a lot of.
It was only printed in Rolling Stone anyway. Everybody knows what they think about that magazine.
There are a lot of old stories about the Dead Boys, how they abused women, a lot of bondage and. Right?
Those
Lies
rumors.
and deceit, all of it.
Yeah, all stories.
All of it. Not us.
So I guess what people want to know is, do you treat Martha the same way?
Oh.
No way.
Well, actually, our big kick was dressing up in 3-piece suits and ordering martinis.
Now Martha, treat with total respect. You got to. She's the first decent girl I ever went out with.
I think so, isn't she?
Yeah.
She is.
First respectable person.
What about yourself, Cheetah? Who's the first respectable girl that you went out with?
I haven't found one yet. I don't like respectable girls. They're boring.
Yeah, we've got some tickets for the Dead Boys show tonight. We got 2 pairs of tickets. You guys have some trivia questions to ask.
Okay, what am I wearing?
We had come up with a different question than that earlier, Cheetah.
Who was the first bass player on the Lords album?
No.
Lord's albums? Or
Oh, Dead Boys. I get confused.
Oh my
Or is
God!
this my solo band?
England is getting to you, baby. England is getting to you.
Okay, the question is, who's the
Who
first
played-
bass player?
Yeah, who was the person that actually played bass? Because Jeff
On Young, Loud, and
Magdalene
Snotty,
was
yeah.
not with us at the time. He was still in Cleveland.
How much are we getting on one phone?
Number's 212-598-3038. We'll get to the phones in a minute. Anything else you guys want to say to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, come to the Ritz tonight. We need the money.
Any surprises in store? Special guests?
I'm going to moon the audience at midnight.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. And we're going to play one more song, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's by Jimmy Zero and Frank Sessage, who was bass player on my solo album for Bomp. And yeah, Greg Shaw's in jail.
Yeah,
So,
his eye was
just
going
wanna
too
say
fast.
hello
He
to
got
him.
busted for speeding with one eye.
He's in for attempted murder. So
And I got a new hat.
head of Bomp Records, remember him? So this one's dedicated to him. It's Jimmy Zero and Frank Sessage and his Cleveland boys.
Okay. The
Come
number.
see my new hat.
The number again for those tickets: 598-3038. Thanks for coming down, Dead Boys, 89U.